I hate these fucking games, man. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. And I feel like so many people have stopped hating them. What's good, y'all? It's Zylar. Initially, I planned to check out Torchlight Infinite. I was going to give my thoughts on it, try it out, see if its monetization model is as bad as I remembered it being, see if the game was still just pretty much the husk of Torchlight, rigged to the skeleton of Path of Exile, draped over and furnished with the monetization model of a bunch of shitty gacha freemium games. Because that's what I remembered it being. But I didn't want to come out with a video too hastily, just outright telling people don't play it, just farming the outrage. I wanted to get an idea for it myself. That wasn't until Maxroll put out this article, which more or less confirmed that everything I presumed to be true was in fact still true. Now, if you don't believe me, or you want to see specifically what I'm talking about, all we have to do is check out this little section of the video where they announced their new season, specifically the events and monetization portion of the video. Let's check it out. Let's watch it. Alright, man, what's going on? Events and monetization.
Next up, microtransactions and monetization. Benefits and events. With the Season of Arcana, we're resetting our double top-up rewards.
Wait. That's weird. This looks kind of familiar. Oh, I remember playing some kind of really shitty fucking freemium game that has no business being as popular as it is. That looked with a shop just like this. Oh, wow, that's right. It's literally exactly this. Whoa, that's fucking crazy. 6480. What is it, $100? I guess so. I can't really fucking tell, can you? Where do you even see the price tag? I mean, it's the highest bundle, so I'm gonna assume that it is also $100. That's fucking weird. And everything else is the same. Well, maybe it's free. You don't see a price tag here, so maybe they'll just hand it out to you for free. Maybe. Who knows? Let's continue. What's next? Oh, a day 1 through 7 login model. Wow, that's fucking crazy. I've never seen that. Wait, yes I have. It's right here again, right here before my eyes. Still the same exact bullshit. Okay, let's click it again. Alright, tell me more about your events and monetization. What have you cooked up? What are you doing to monetize your game? It still has banners. It's all the same shit. 3 different types of currencies, 1 in 10 pulls. I'm sure is there a pity system? There's 100% a pity. Why did I even ask? Why did I even ask? Why did I just, like, it's so lazy. It's so egregious and boring. And they've pretty much just decided that they make more than enough from the people who play this game on mobile than they will ever need to capitulate to the PC audience or their Western audience in order to turn a profit. It's really fucking sad. It's really fucking sad. There's too many of these games going around. We don't need someone reanimating the husk of a dead game, a dead IP, giving it the basic framework of Path of Exile, which is a very good framework, which is why the game feels good to play and has a solid foundation. And then just being like, all right, well, now that we have a decent game and we have a flavorful IP, let's just milk these people dry and print a bunch of anime waifus. Whoa, that's fucking wild. It's just pathetic. The people XD at Torchlight Infinite, you're just fucking pathetic. You should be embarrassed and you should be sad, but you won't be, because you're gonna put this on mobile and make millions anyways, no matter what reputation your shitty fucking game gets, because apparently all the freemium games, all the microtransactions, all the worst monetization practices imaginable just go scot-free There's never any repercussions. There's never a moment where gamers rise up. No one ever gives a fuck, and these games continue to just print money. Every game developer, just quit. Stop working. Stop making your indie games. Stop making MMOs. Stop making everything. Fuck it. All of you should just go and do this, because that's what the consumers want. These games can continue to get away with being these literal pieces of fucking shit for the lowest common denominator human being. There's no regulations, there's no anything. I'm amazed that there are people like the people at GGG, Larian, FromSoft, who put their fucking head down to the grindstone, work their ass off producing these amazing video games. I'm amazed that they do this when every single they are working way harder than they need to. The consumer doesn't ask that of them. The consumer asks that you give them a battle pass, a 7-day login, the ability to spend more money than they probably fucking have to get a bunch of stupid fucking characters, a bunch of stupid waifus, a bunch of stupid bullshit, and either lord it over each other or have it fill some void that's missing in their real life. Because working for anything in a video game makes no fucking sense when you might as well as just work in real life and get the money and buy all of these things anyways. So it blows my mind that there are people that are working so hard to make such good products. I think I remember a number with how well Elden Ring popped off and how much money they made. They still made less than Genshin Impact. Think about that. I couldn't make Elden Ring, but I think if I put my head down and worked my ass off, I could figure out how to make an anime waifu in a video game and make people fucking swipe $400 to $500 to make her the best she ever could be. But I don't think I could ever in 1,000 years make anything in Elden Ring, even if I made it the next 10 years of my life to doing it. So why again, I'm just stumbled. I'm just stun locked that anyone would work as hard as they do when something like this is such a proven method for making money. And it's annoying. But let's get off the tangent. And let's go back over and look at Maxroll. Okay. Maxroll's decided to stop working with them due to the path that they have chosen, which is to continue to milk the people that are likely playing on phone and even some of the people playing on PC. And that's just the most logical business financial decision to make, as it is for probably most game developers. So no surprise there, really. Broken promises before release. They said it wouldn't be pay to win. It's pay to win. Got them. Nice. Yep. Asmongold covered it. Public backlash. Oh well. Who cares? Print them waifus, boys. There's a lot of lonely men to take advantage of. It's just so fucking... Oh, it's just so retarded. Like, I don't understand how it just continues to work. Pets and monetization collide. Sure, talking about how the pack spirits are fucking stupid and the banners that they swipe on. Okay, amazing. They shifted over time. Now, when you're boiling a frog, you don't do it instantly, right? If you turn it straight up to 300, that motherfucker's gonna leap out. But you slowly turn the knob up, and it's like, oh shit, wait a minute, I'm in a gacha game. I thought I was playing an ARPG. What? I thought I was playing an ARPG. What? I'm in a gacha game. And you're cooked. It's just fucking Jover. And talking about how they eventually had their partnership break. I guess the specifics on why they're different than Lost Ark, because as great as it is that Maxroll's coming out and saying, hey, we're no longer going to work with Torchlight Infinite, they've broken some promises, they made some claims that ended up not being true. As awesome as that is, as a wonderful, fantastic, we still have World of Warcraft, Throne and Liberty, and Lost Ark on the fucking webpage. Lost Ark. Hey, I don't know, guys. I don't know. We still have Lost Ark here. Like, what's going on? Is the issue that Torchlight Infinite said they wouldn't be pay to win? What if they came out and said that they would be pay to win? Would you have kept them on here? Because I mean, what do we think Lost Ark is? Like, I don't know. A little confused on this one, TBH. But I digress. Let's cover the fact because there's something pretty interesting in here. What's impressive is the arrogance by XD, because they don't give a fuck that their game's a piece of shit, and they don't give a fuck about the players that play it either, because apparently Maxroll offered them the infrastructure for a pretty useful resource, probably the POP equivalent for this game, and even offered to help them integrate it on their own, not only just giving them the source code. And they declined this offer. So, you know, that's what they think of you as a player, and your time, and what you would like in the game. Just too much ego to accept help from the people that are going to out them and say, we're not going to be supporting them, we're not going to have guides in here because the game is not what it claimed to be. And they didn't like that too much. They didn't like it so much that they were willing to hurt their bottom line, their customers. Because Maxroll is sitting here offering to not only give it to them, but help them install it on their end. Furthermore, it seems like they weren't really accommodating when it came to helping Maxroll get information out to the players. So, yeah, they're just real pieces of shit. Like, there's no point of this that you read anything about what they do over there at XD and what they've been doing for the players, where it doesn't seem like they're just assholes. And now we get to the real meat and potatoes. In this FAQ, they are asked, how much power / loot do you think pets add now? They respond, we don't have hard numbers, but have some estimates based on our gameplay experience. Most legendary pets provide 30 to 50% more loot. By combining them and taking advantage of the economy, we believe you can get up to 3 times more loot. Let's use the newest seasonal pet as an example. 24% more loot on average, level 1, up to 76 by level 6. This isn't even considering any of the other bonuses that are in this game. And apparently, they run banners mid-season, and that can just fuck up the economy when a more valuable, economically efficient pet is being run on one of these. But the real kicker is just the price here. Now, this price will probably be lower because the season they're referencing, it was still a 50% to not get what was on the banner, which meant you could have to potentially go up to full pity twice, which would be $458, whereas the average would be $117. You will be closer to the average if you're going to pull on these banners now. But who gives a fuck? You shouldn't be playing this game. You shouldn't be pulling on these banners. This is outright. This is outrageous. $120. $120 is double the amount of money you could use in PoE to get more stash tabs than you would ever need in the video game. But this is for one pet, just so that you can get the amount of loot everybody else is getting. I guess everyone else that pulls, I guess the free players just aren't allowed to participate in Trade League. You just have to play SSF or something. I have no fucking idea. I don't get this. This doesn't make any sense to me. It's wild that, honestly, I was hesitant to cover this and just outright bash the game without playing it myself and getting a better idea of what's going on within it, because maybe they had made changes. Maybe things were better than how I remember them being, because I thought they were egregious on the game's launch, but apparently Maxroll didn't. But I did. I've always thought this was way too absurd. The first time I saw pack spirits, the first time I saw hero traits, the first time I saw how they monetized their cosmetics and did them on a banner basis. I tried buying a skin, found out that it was no longer available, that they use FOMO to incentivize you to pick up skins when they come around. Even the Gamba skins in PoE 1, I know that in 3 months time, 4 months time into the next league, I will be able to buy them without RNG. So even the worst offensive thing in PoE eventually comes to just pay up the full price. You get it, no Gamba involved. And that's honestly the worst thing Path of Exile does when it comes to their monetization model as a free-to-play game. Outside of that, they're far and above the gold standard. It's not even close. I think if I had to say roughly where I put them, PoE 2's in like a S++ tier, and then you have a massive void of just No other game that I think is even close as far as free-to-play games are concerned, except maybe PvP free-to-play games, since I would say League of Legends is up there. But when it comes to PvE games, GGG is in a tier of their own. Nothing else is even close. I can't think of any freemium game, any free-to-play game with any power that you can pay for that is anywhere near as healthy and fair as Path of Exile 2. And while this doesn't confirm it, this is just another example of another piece of shit, F-tier, garbage, freemium, pay to win, pay for convenience, anime waifu, lonely male preying on piece of trash. Fuck. There's just not, my vocabulary is not wide enough to express how much I hate these games. But I could go on. PoE 2 is in a tier of its own, and that is why I am so hard on the game, why I'm so harsh on it, why I will have more videos in the future complaining about it and critiquing it, because we need that game. Not just me. We need that game to be as good as it can be, as close to perfection as it can be, because otherwise we have to deal with all of this shit, and all I can do is try to inform the devs over there, Jonathan, Mark, of what I think would make the game better, and hopefully that gets through to them and it ends up making the game better. Because as far as I'm concerned, in terms of live service PvE games on the market at the moment, there's nothing else really worth playing. Everything else boils down to some overly used, generic, or trash, freemium, pay to win, pay for convenience, just garbage, man. Just actual waste of time. I have to ask myself all these times when I see people, they make these excuses for these games. I wonder, when I can play a video game and boil it down to every hour I spend in this game is effectively $4 per hour. It's effectively $6 per hour. It's effectively $10 per hour. Why the fuck would I continue to play the game? What is the fucking point? Why? I'm wasting my time. I am literally sitting here throwing money away and time. When you play a video game, you should just be throwing your time away. But when you're playing a video game as opposed to working a job, because that job could be getting you stuff in the video game because that's how they've structured it, now you're just fucking being a moron. Now you're just being a fucking idiot. I hate these fucking games, man. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. And I feel like so many people have stopped hating them. So many people, especially with what's come up with like DEI and just a lot of underperformers in the West, so many people are willing to accept this garbage, accept this freemium nonsense, accept the gotchas, accept the battle pass, accept the pay to win, if it means at least they get a good video game. Because we're fucking desperate. We have BioWare and Ubisoft and Blizzard destroying the franchises we used to love and making the games just fucking dog shit and appealing to God knows fucking who. So we're just sitting here desperate for anything, and Honkai Star Rail comes around or Wuthering Waves comes around, and it's like, well, at least I'm the target audience. At least they're marketing it to me. At least they're selling something for me. It might be at an absurd price. It might be taking advantage of all of my core instincts. It might be just completely disrespecting both my time and my wallet, but at least it's marketed for me. And I am not willing to concede. I am not willing to be content with what I can get. We deserve more. We deserve games like Path of Exile 2. We deserve games like Baldur's Gate 3. We deserve games like Elden Ring. We deserve games like Black Myth Wukong. We don't deserve fucking Lost Ark, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Throne and Liberty, whatever the fuck Torchlight Infinite's trying to be. And the list goes on and on. This little mini rant was a bit of a departure from the normal PoE 2 content that I will be uploading over the next few weeks, few months, hoping to make the game better, hoping to see it be the best that it can be. I have more videos in mind for that, but I just felt like I needed to cover this and get these thoughts out into the ether. If you like this video, if you found this resonated with you in any way, like, comment, and subscribe. You catch me streaming on Twitch. And hopefully we can start seeing less of these games in the future. That'll be it for now. I'll see you guys later. Peace.